I just want to take you guys through this video to explain things I've dealt with in the past, things a lot of you are probably dealing with right now. And I still deal with it to an extent, but I can't say it's severe. I can't say it's like a huge problem in my life right now, but it still exists. It's just, it used to be bad, bro. And the reason I'm doing this is because I know a lot of you guys are dealing with this heavily right now. So this should give you some answers. It's a very weird feeling when it's just you in life pretty much, and feels like the whole world around you is watching you. And it's not literally the whole world, because no one's that damn important, but it's just like your community, the people you know, things around you. People have their eye on you. People are very judgmental of you because they don't really know what you're doing. And this is what being a chosen one is all about, because they're not going to know what you're doing. You're not even going to know what you're doing some of the time when you're on your journey. You're just doing the work. And anybody with a big purpose, you're not going to have it all together all the time, especially in the beginning phases. It's going to be bumpy. It's going to be unpleasant. It's going to be, you're going to have to go through some strange times, but just understand, bro, that you're going to get watched hard. You're going to be judged hard. People's going to have a lot to say about you. And it's tough to deal with, because life is tough to begin with. On top of everything else piling on top of you, it becomes almost unbearable at times, but you have to be strong during those times. You have to protect yourself during these hard times, and it's the only way about it. It is the only way about it. And it doesn't completely stop. Like I said, it's still that way for me to this day, but it's just not as extreme. I've been accepted more by the outside public because you're more established, you're more proven. Whereas when you're not so established, when you're not so proven, people have more of a say to just point the finger at you and think they know things you don't, and think they know you're gonna fail when you're not failing. It just takes time to build a life. And they think they have to jump straight into some job or some career path they don't even want to do to be accepted. That's the stupid thing about society, bro. You basically have to pick something instantly that makes it look like you have your life together, when anything that takes time to build is never that way. And it's funny because deep down the whole time when I was on my path and journey, people knew deep down, like, I'm not just some scrub who was not putting in good work, because I was proving I was, but people still had the nerve and the audacity to point their big fingers at me, acting like I'm not going to do something significant whenever I went on to do something significant, to have a life and a lifestyle that they don't have and they will never have. That's when your haters going to get mad, bro. But just understand, they stay watching. You got to stay protected because they stay watching. You never know the stupid things some people's going to do today, man. You never know the stupid shit that some people's going to do today. That is why we have to stay protected. We have to stay aware to what's going on in this world. And just have the best time we can have in our small circles and on our own. And that's what life's all about. It's not about proving yourself to anybody. It's like society wants to attach themselves to you and ride your coattails and things like that, but it stops getting as intense and as severe as it is when you completely break through. I will tell you guys that right now. The thing is, some of you have yet to break through. Some of you are right there. You're about to. And you might not know it because times get even tougher before the breakthrough. It's just that you did not give up. And that's what happened to me. I felt the pressure. You're going to feel pressure, bro. I felt a lot of pressure. I wasn't where I wanted to be years and years and years and years and years ago. And I was being watched at the very max, on top of not being where I wanted to be. And it's a lot of that pressure type of feeling. And you have to keep working during those times. You have to keep pushing. You have to know that you have to stay disciplined at that time and just breathe and just keep letting life go. You're going to have to deal with negative thoughts and emotions and everything else. But as long as you're putting in the work, as long as you're disciplined, you will pull through during those times, and it will be better than you think, quicker than you think. But it's important that you stay on track during those times and do what is necessary during those times. Because it's tough, real tough. Life is a strange thing. And it's tough to make sense of life, but if you work hard enough, if you stay disciplined enough, you will make sense of life, and you will give life great purpose, and you will be at the top of the hierarchy. You won't be a bottom barreler. You won't be some watchy type person who's judgmental of everybody else. You're just on your path, disciplined, focused, calm, cool, and collected, doing your work, having a good time, exactly as you should. You don't want to end up like those losers who's just watching you, judging you, thinking they know you and all this stuff, because they're completely delusional. Like their minds, bro, are not there. They're completely and utterly delusional. They're not you. They don't think like you. They'll never be you. So you can't let them get to you, bro. There's going to be a lot of them, and that's the thing. One person who goes against you would be nothing. It's the fact that when you're young and you're going through these phases, it feels like a lot of people's teaming up on you, a lot of people's watching you, a lot of people's laughing behind the scenes at you, just because you're not proven yet, just because they feel they want to do those things to make themselves feel better and cool about their stupid life, so they can validate their own life. But as soon as you break through, bro, they feel stupid. Because you were doing the bigger thing the whole time that they weren't. That's why they took so much energy and put it on you. Because they knew deep down you were chosen. They knew deep down you had something in you, and you were on the path to doing something bigger than what they're going to do. That's the way they think. That's what they knew. And we knew within ourselves that we're going to go on and do something big, but we don't care what nobody else is doing. You can live an average life all you want. If that's what you want, that's what I want for you. But if you want bigger things in life, that's also what I want for you. And I'm going to tell you what it takes to get the bigger things in life. That's what I will do. I'm going to tell you it takes a lot of work, a lot of discipline, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of making the right choices and doing the right things and staying away from the bad things. And it's just an accumulation of years of living every day to the max, learning as much as possible, being as focused and as disciplined as possible, and getting the job done. That's what has to happen in this life. if you want an above average life. And average life is easy, bro. You can literally just point and choose and pick to live an average life. You can't just point and choose to pick a life that is above average, because you can point in that direction and want that life. But it takes a lot of force, a lot of sheer will and determination, and you're gonna have to go through all these rising highs and lows of emotions. That is what you're gonna have to do. It's gonna be a lot of adversity. And it's the same thing like with a relationship. It's going to be a lot of adversity, and people give up in relationships because adversity comes and people make a fast, bad decision to end things. People make a fast, bad decision to call things off because things got hard. Somebody didn't want to fight enough. Both people didn't want to fight it, or both people didn't want to fight enough to make it happen. So I believe everything that lasts in life comes with a lot of fighting for it, fighting for a better life, fighting for your relationship, because those things are going to come. Nothing is perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect. It's bound to happen. The most perfect relationship you could possibly think of. People fight to make that happen. People fight to stay in that. It's not perfect. It doesn't exist. There's going to be arguments, there's going to be disagreements, there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of conversation, because you're, as a man, going to want to live the life you're living. That could be a problem to your girl. She could be living the life she wants to live. That could be a problem to you. There has to be this middle ground where communication is had. And you guys talk about how things must go, boundaries, and whatnot, and it's just a wide variety of things that's gonna pop up. There's gonna be things you do, bro, that she does not like, and this has nothing to do with cheating. This has nothing to do with disloyalty or even going out behind her back or whatever you might think. It's the basics. It is the basics. It is the timing of things. It's the right amount of attention, not enough attention. It's just things like this, bro, that just cause conflict that has to be worked through. Relationships are challenging. I think it's more challenging than becoming successful, to be honest. And if this wasn't true, there'd be far more successful relationships today. It's very difficult. And yeah. Anything you have going on good for yourself, bro, people's gonna have their eye on you. People's gonna be watching you. People's gonna be tuned in. And not everyone who watches you it's like a bad thing. Some people watch you because they vibe with you, they F with you, they mess with you. But some people, they envy you and they watch you because they're envious. They don't want to give you credit. They don't want to give you respect. They simply want to watch you with anger, with a lot of anger, and they want to project onto you. They want to take that out on you. They want to take their anger out on you. They're terrible people, bro. They're miserable people, and they're gonna try their best to make your life miserable as well. Like I said, life is hard already, especially in the beginning phases, bro, when you guys don't even have your full stuff together. You're figuring things out. It's during those times. People's gonna try to make your life even harder. People's gonna try to take you down. They're gonna try to take you out. They don't want you to succeed. They want to pour this belief into you that you're not gonna do anything significant at all. That's what they're going to do. But self-belief goes a long way. That's why we had to cut off so many people. That's why I don't let a lot of people around me. I simply don't like it. And it's not that I can't have people around. I can. I just don't like it. I don't like to be in places where there's a whole ton of people. I can do it, I just don't like it. I can hack it, but I still don't like it. Some people, they literally can't do it. I can do it, I just don't like it. I prefer more intelligent conversations and less stupidness, because a lot of people are stupid. And I'm not looking to be like a lot of people. I'm looking to be exceptional. And I've been working my ass off to make that happen. And this is only the beginning. I continue to say that. And it continues to be the truth in what I say, because time tells all, and the level up is a real thing. We're only going to keep getting better, and people's only going to keep hating. So we got to protect ourselves and our energy and stay in the circle we should be in and do the things we got to do in this life, bro. That's what it's all about. Speak with like-minded people, and everybody else can go fly a kite, because they ain't about that life. They never will be about that life, and that's on them. They can live however they want. We're not going to judge them for wanting to be average. They can go ahead and do that all they want, but they're going to judge us for wanting more because it makes them feel bad. And that's how this stuff goes. And that's why you're going to be watched, especially in the beginning stages of what you're trying to do. They're all going to try to belittle you. That's all they're going to do. They're going to point their big fingers at you, bro. And they're going to make it seem like you're not going to do nothing when you go on and do something. Now they're butthurt. Now they're crying about it. Now they want to pretend like you don't even exist, because all they're doing is protecting their ego. Because they know deep down they could go and do more in life, but they're not doing it. So this hurts them. As you continue to rise, it makes them feel worse because of their failures, their shortcomings. They didn't work hard enough. They didn't want it enough. Everything they've ever attempted, they just didn't put enough into it. They didn't do enough. They didn't stick to it enough. They just tried a little bit, put a few hours into things, and they thought it was just going to be amazing, and it wasn't, because you have to stick to it and never give up on the thing that you want to do in life. That's most people, bro. Most people try little things and stuff, and they want this to work out, but they're not nearly committed enough. It's never going to work. You have to stick to what you're doing like glue every day of your life. That's why it's so important to choose something you're passionate about, because even on days where you don't want to do it, you will do it because you're passionate about it. That's the importance. So anyways, guys, that is the video for today. You guys got to continue during these times of being watched, having fingers pointed at you, people looking at you funny, people disrespecting you, whatnot. You have to stay strong during those times and keep your head up and understand that this is a solo journey, and you're going to go on in life and prove yourself. So everybody else can go fly a kite, take out your shovels and dig that grave, bro, because you're going to bury all those haters. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.